This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. And while she looks so sad in photographs, I absolutely love her when she smiles.
Hi, my name is Lisa Rood, and I'm here today to start your journey of bringing a traditional classroom and a lecture format into an online setting. So as we start this process, I'm wondering how you all might feel about that. If you're excited about the change, if you're apprehensive about the change, what are your physical symptoms? How do you feel about the change? Is it a little bit like fear maybe? And what are those symptoms? Every once in a while, I pick something that's completely foreign to me, something that's completely outside of my comfort level, which is something that you might be experiencing today. I don't know why I do it. I just do. I like to innovate myself. I like to pick a challenge and to do it. So just a little bit of history about myself. I have a history in triathlon. Not really fast or anything, but I love the event. So my primary range of motion is this way, right? I move in a frontal plane. It's a perfect ADD sport. I can swim a little bit, I can bike a little bit, and I can run a little bit. So I coach a group of people with this sport. And I thought, what can I do to mix things up a little bit? So I heard about the Zumba class. And what a Zumba class is it's a class that's based in dance rhythms. And it's a fitness class. I'm not a dancer. Never have been. Don't have great rhythm either. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. I don't know why, but I'm going to do it. This is my challenge. So I decided to sign up. So I paid $400 for the certification. Not only am I going to take a class, but I'm going to teach it. I'm going to do it. So I signed up. I paid my money. And what else did I do to make this real? I told my family and friends about it, right? Because once you tell your family and friends about it, then it has to happen because they'll keep asking you about it. So I planned my first class. This is crazy, by the way. Crazy for me to be doing this, but I think I'm going to do it. So I go in my little capri pants and my shirt, and I'm all my water bottle. I'm all ready to go. So I drive about an hour away because that's the closest class to get to my first Zumba class. Now, all I want to do is go in the back of the room so that nobody can see me, right? I want to be invisible. I just want to observe and see what this craziness is, see what I've really got myself into. So we start the class. Now, it's clear that once the instructor starts, that everybody knows what's happening except for me. So I'm the one in the back who's pretty much off by one beat and holding on for what I can hold on to. Now, the other thing that's unusual about this is that the instructor the entire time is smiling, like smiling ridiculously. I'm thinking, how can someone smile so much during class? Like, this is crazy. So the music was loud, the music was fun. I barely held on through the class. Class was over. I made it through class. I walk out. I get in the car. And I think to myself, I have hands on the steering wheel, I am doomed. There's no way that I can do this. But I've told my family. I've paid the money. I know that I kind of like it, and it intrigues me. I'm going to have to find a way to work on this, to get this done. So you might think of, what are the physical symptoms of fear? Sweating? Got it. Got some sweat going. Adrenaline? I have some adrenaline. Heart rate? Yes. All wrapped up in this package of exercise. So you could say, am I exercising, or is this just extreme fear? A little bit of both. So I get through my first class. Really pretty much a horrible experience. But I pay the money. I have to commit. I have to do it. So I've done it. At this point, I have a month away. I go through the certification. I practice. So that was the start of my journey. The end of my journey, and I've been teaching for over a year, is that currently I have classes on Friday nights. And on those Friday nights, I have about 70 women who come, and all different shapes, sizes, ages. And when they come, they walk in the door, and I say to them, welcome to Zumba. And when you come into this room, I ask who's taken this class before, who hasn't taken this class before. When you come into this room, I want you to let go of anything that you think you know about this class, dance, your fears, whatever. When you walk into this room, I want you to be transformed. I want you to do this event for you. Don't worry if we're doing the salsa step and you bump into somebody, if we turn around and you don't know what's going on. I want you to think about the best wedding that you've ever been to, the best dancing that you've ever done. I want you to think about that, and I want you to let go and dance. So, easier said than done, right? So what I'm asking you to do is to take part of that journey with me. I'm asking you to ask yourself, are you okay being afraid of this process? Are you willing to make mistakes? Are you willing to learn from it? Because really the journey of what you go through to bring your classroom online is what is going to shape you as an instructor. This journey will help make your class better if you can give yourself over to it. If you're afraid, if you don't like change, if you want to stay tight where you are and live with that fear, your class will not grow. So I guess what I'm asking you to do is, are you willing to take that step forward? Are you willing to have a challenge where you take what you're doing, which you know you're doing well, but think of, how can I translate this online? How can I take that next step? You're here because you've been charged with this challenge, so embrace the challenge. There's no going back now, so let's get it done. You want a Zumba?